Welcome in, everyone. My name is Casey, and you're watching episode 22 on the Paperhats server. Today's going to be a special episode because I want to get this palace done. We've been working on this for the past 2 episodes, and I'll be the first to admit, or maybe not, that I really didn't get a lot done in the past couple or actually few episodes. I'm not really sure. Since the last episode, I've had a few streams. I've been able to get a lot done. Now, something you'll notice is I've gotten all the supports up. I've given most of the supports like an arch thing or like a support arm. I'm not really sure. And we've also tied in a few of them with arches. Now, I think these arches look very, very nice. They need a little bit more detailing, and I think I'm going to have to take out those sea lanterns, but maybe not. We'll see. Now, this one along this curved wall here, and because it's curved, I had a lot of trouble with it. I mean, a lot. I spent maybe 7 hours trying to get this worked out, and this one was probably a few hours. But I pretty much managed to get that sort of looking good. It may need a little more shaping, but I'll come back to it when the time comes. But what I wanted to talk about is this area. I just said that I spent 7 hours trying to work it out, and I built up something similar to this, but it just didn't look right. I couldn't get it to look right, so I ditched the idea. Now, as you know, Paperhats Season 2 is fairly around the corner. When 1.16 comes out, that's when we'll be resetting, or not resetting, but we'll be starting a new world in a different seed. And, all the Paperhats will get together and build an epic world that is hopefully going to be more epic than Season 1 here. But I asked myself, do I really want to spend the time figuring that out for here when I can just come up with a better idea and do it quicker? So, that's what I did. My idea is, I want to build this centerpiece up. Maybe 3 or 4 blocks tall, make it like a platform, and it's gonna be like a centerpiece, stage, presenting area, something like that. And, of course, it's gonna have the stairs on each side. There's gonna be a waterfall, very natural, sort of like they built the palace around it almost. And maybe in front we'll have a fountain or, something man-made like a statue. I want to get all this done in this episode. So, of course, you'll know how long the video is, but I'm expecting this to be pretty long. Longer than usual, but I want to get a lot more work done. So, I hope you stay interested and stay till the end, of course. But yeah, with all that being said, without further ado, let me get the time-lapse rolling. I've been working on some, cool skills I think you guys are gonna like. So guys, let's get this time lapse rolling. Well, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. We got a lot of stuff done over here. That was about 3 days of work, and we got, you know, the bulk of it done. There's still a few oddities to do here and there, but let me show you what we actually did. I'll go ahead and apologize. There's a lot more done than I actually showed in the time lapse, and that is because I had a really productive stream, and unfortunately I forgot to press the record button. So there's no replay mod time lapse for that, but it still looks great, so not all is lost. Okay, so for lighting, really the lighting is sea lanterns under carpet, but these here actually do serve a purpose, and these are the lamp posts that we have outside for consistency. So I think those look really great. And for this left side, you saw this starting to develop. So we finished all the custom trees. I added some fences for variation, added podzol, coarse dirt, just to, give it more of a naturey feel. And honestly, I think I want to add some bone meal, or bone meal the grass for some, grass and maybe some flowers, who knows? But the centerpiece back here, and something that I tried to hide from the staircase over here, it's not directly visible. I want to encourage people to come through the path here, but it's a nice little fountain, a little baby fountain with a statue on top, none other than the Diamond King with a diamond block. And I think that just looks great. Tell me what you think down in the comments. As for the other side, so basically on this side, I wanted to go with a more open, naturey approach. So along this wall here, I have just some rocks, cobblestone, stone, gravel, your standard stuff with some leaves. I think it, just adds a bit of depth over here. Makes it look very, relaxing, in tune with nature, I guess. Just have a simple row of lanterns just for lighting. I may do something a little different, but I think that looks pretty good right now. So things I do need to do is finish these arches, but I'm not really going to do a time lapse over that because they're extremely boring. They take too long, and you've already seen, I believe you've seen some of that over there. So I'm just gonna do that off camera and come back to you guys when it's done. You're definitely gonna see this entire project finished though before the end of the video, so please stay tuned. And then basically this path is really wide, just a place for people to come over here, socialize, relax for the day, and enjoy this nice pond/lake. Actually, it looks like I need to do some texturing down here, but we'll ignore that for now. So that's definitely to-do list number 1, texture this. But I gave it a really nice, wide, calming waterfall over there, and just give it a little bit of depth because I just didn't want a flat pond in this nice looking area. So the centerpiece is really what I was completely worried about. So you can see I made this wall here, vines, cobblestone, kind of broken up. Looks kind of ancient, I guess. And on each side, it's not exactly symmetrical, but I want it to look very organic. But there's 2 staircases on each side, and don't worry, I'm going to get rid of this torch spam. And then as you come up here, there is a nice double waterfall, and probably my favorite part of this entire project so far is this back wall here. It's got leaves, dangly bits, as MrBeardstone would say, mossy cobble. It just looks very nice, very relaxing, and I'm really proud of this. So guys, let me know what you think so far in the comments, and I will definitely change things if I need to, but I'm looking to finish this. So things that we do need to finish is this archway. We need to figure out what to do something. We need to figure out something to do with the ceiling here. I'm tempted just to leave it like it is because it, it has a really nice fade effect. But I will give some thought into that. The other things I need to do, of course, is the arches, like I said. Maybe break up this path a little bit. Put some extra detail into the front, maybe. Just to make it look a little more interesting, and just basically clean up. It's almost done. I may do one more time lapse, depends. Of course, you guys will know if I do decide to do a time lapse. I'll definitely remember to record it this time. However, after this is done, the entire Dwarven city is just about done. I mean, it's so close to being done, I can taste it. So what we do need to do is build some houses over there. Yeah, houses over there, finish the market district. And I don't know if I'll get to this secret area, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. So let me go finish this palace. It might take me a while, but for you guys, it'll be either be a time lapse, like, you know, a couple minutes, or just a few seconds if I just skip ahead. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll see you guys when it's done. As I walk up these steps, I can honestly see that the palace is done. That's why I have the shaders on, because I really want you to get the full effect, and we'll switch the shaders off later to let you get a better view of it, you know, sort of vanilla. But as you saw in the time lapse, and by the way, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, I did add quite a few things to you know, just finish it and also give it a little bit more depth. So the first thing you'll notice is on the front here, I did add another pillar of the chiseled stone and the stone brick walls just to make it all a little bit more symmetrical. I did figure out what to do with this archway here. I just put a little dark prismarine and acacia awning, and the first thing you see is this little lamp or chandelier, I guess. It's just a sea lantern with some trapdoors on it. It's just one of those little details that you notice walking into the front door. And on the back side, I've just sort of put chisel stone and walls to sort of mimic the front, but not have just sort of a mirrored awning. So I think that was a nice little detail. Walking in, you may notice that I've done a little bit to the pond over here. I have added some seagrass, some mossy cobble, just to give it a little bit more variation and some texture. And I think that's looking a lot nicer. Over here, I've also bone mealed, made it a little bit more naturey, not so flat. Definitely more color in the area. And I have also checked all the light levels. Nothing can spawn. This place is perfectly safe. It's like a little safe haven for everybody in the Dwarven village to come around, visit for a while, and you know what it's all about. So I've got little grates here with sea lanterns in them. The fire pits over here, I'm not sure if you've already seen this, but it's just an idea that I had, and I think it went good. Believe it or not, got these archways finished in a decent amount of time. Probably only took less than 2 hours. I'm really amazed by that. These over here took me about 12, so it was just mirroring after all, to be fair. And if we fly up, the biggest change probably is with the roof. I decided to give it an acacia outline up top, around the edges, just to sort of give it a different color, so it's not just dark prismarine, and give it a little trim. I think that looks really good. And the last thing we have to really do, and I'm not even gonna make you guys watch this because it's extremely boring, but I've got to terraform this area, all this hill, everything, and lead it into the back of this palace, which isn't going to be too difficult. I've just got to get some dirt and run it off and make sure under here is lit up, which I already think it is. So that's the job ahead of me. And then the next episode, if everything goes to plan, it should be finishing the entire city. So the next video is probably one of the last videos you'll see of this place, but it will be immortalized on YouTube, so you can always come back and watch it. So guys, I really appreciate you for watching. Tell me what you think of the palace. It's amazing, right? At least I think so. If you don't think it is, please do feel free to tell me down in the comments. And, you know, because that's how we learn, off of feedback. So guys, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Definitely head over to Twitter, follow us, and join the official Paperhats SMP Discord if you want to chat with us. Guys, thank you so much. I will see you next time, and see ya.